And now, breathe deeply, deeper than you ever have before. You feel the chair beneath your butt. Let it hold you like an old friend, a friend who maybe holds you a little too long. But that's okay. You're safe here. Breathe in through your nose and out through your exhaust vent.
Why are we doing this again?
It's a guided meditation, Aiden. Just it's relaxing. So just shut up and try to go with it. All right. Okay. As you listen, notice how your body feels. Tingling. That's normal, unless it's not. In which case, consult a physician. Imagine your breath is like root beer foam, rising up and tickling your nose softly. Maybe you like that. Maybe you don't. But the foam knows. The foam always knows.
TechDweeb, how long is this going to take? Because we've got a podcast to do. Eh?
Yeah. Well, we're almost done. Just I'll just finish up. I'll take us home. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So well, we're gonna finish by breathing together. Inhale with me. Hold it until you feel something forbidden, and exhale slowly, like you're blowing into a Nintendo cartridge. Desperate and alone, but somehow aroused. Let that energy go. You're free now. Now that you can feel your feelings, take them and cram them into a ball and put them in a bottle and bury it deep down inside and never speak of them again.
Well, that was something.
do you feel more relaxed?
I guess, yes. I feel something.
Okay, that's good. Okay. That's a start. Yeah.
So is this something that you're going to do?
Yeah, guided meditations. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I might do like consultations. You can hire me to do them, or maybe I'll start a second YouTube channel or something. I haven't decided. I just it's something I've been working on and practicing. And everyone I do them with tells me the same thing you did. They say, "Wow, that was something." So I'm on to something. I feel so. I'm rolling with it.
Yeah, everyone is seeing the same thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it is wonderful. I'm very happy for you, TechDweeb.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right. So as we have done in the past, we are doing a bit of a podcast EP. We're going to keep it light. Well, not too light. There are some interesting cutting questions from the audience coming later in the show.
Geez. So that should all right. That sounds intense. Okay.
Yeah, some gotcha nerdy journalism, as I like to call it.
I hope I'm ready.
Yeah. Well, the topic today is something you actually suggested is Android devices. So yeah. I think that's been on everyone's minds lately, and it actually came up in the user questions, as you'll hopefully see later. Okay. What are you feeling right now about Android, and it's kind of taken the forefront at the moment with so many devices coming out?
Yeah. I mean, like all the hot devices right now are Android devices, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Amberlick isn't really doing anything on the low end. Doesn't seem like anyone's doing anything on the low end. I don't know if that's like just part of the the ebb and flow of devices. If like this is a good time of year to release high end devices, I guess maybe with holidays coming up or something. I don't know, but it seems like every company is releasing multiple Android devices right now, which is great. I love it. I love the competition. I love that we have so many choices.
I mean, I don't know how to pronounce it. I reached out to them because I saw you did a video on it. The Mang.
Yeah, I say Mang-Me. It's a bit of an awkward.
There's an X in there somewhere.
The Mang-Me Air X.
Okay. So the Mang-Me Air X. Yeah. I haven't seen it yet, but I watched your video, and that is very interesting. What was your take on it in the end?
Oh, I loved it. You got to keep in mind the price of it. It's like $75. I think there might be shipping on top of that, but even still, it's
Yeah.
like the budget version of like an RP4 kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's only really interesting if you consider the price of it, the quality of the build. I could grab it if I could get it on
Yeah, go for it.
camera. Hang on, where is it? I got to remember where I put it.
I wonder how his mom's doing. Have you seen my cool headphones? These are from Moondrop. They are very, very nice.
I couldn't actually find it. I found the case.
Well, that was a letdown.
Yeah, I think I might have it upstairs. I don't know.
Okay. Well, there's the case.
Yeah.
You see, even the case looks really smart.
Oh, this is a great case. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just talk about the case. That sounds like a good podcast topic.
Yeah. Thrilling, scintillating. Yeah.
Our favorite cases. Yeah, considering that this is like a pre-order bonus. I think this is an amazing case. Actually,
Yeah.
I was super impressed with it. It's
Yeah.
got like soft felt in there. See that?
That is pretty good for a budget device.
Oh yeah, there's a lot about it. If I had it, if I was better prepared, I could show it to you. But
And as you say, it's nice for the price. Nice for
nice
the
for
price.
the price. Nice for the price. Nice for the
And
price.
the South African version of that is nice for the price.
Oh yeah. Hey, maybe
Wait,
you
that's
could,
not funny to you.
maybe you could do a cameo on the album.
Yeah. You can just have me on the video doing this going, nice for the price.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
No one will get it because it's just like a funny South African accent.
Well, no one gets most of the things I do, so that's fine.
I tried to reclaim my crotch time because you do the whole like pocket test.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I was first to market with that. And then you stole it from me. Because I also go, I do this and I go, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, your iconic hands and everything.
It's impossible for me to get my body on camera and not want to dance. I just I have the rhythm within me. I'm an unstoppable dancing machine.
Yes, Gloria Estefan would be proud.
Yeah, so this is my main Android device right now, just because it was my most recent video, and I'm waiting. I'm really hoping that Ayn sends me an Odin 3 and a Thor. I sent them a very nice request, and they responded with an emoji of a winking face. So I don't know if I will or not, but I hope so.
Well, they confirmed to me I would get a Thor, so I'm imagining you'll definitely get it. So
You'll get a Thor. Oh man, did they confirm that with a winking face emoji, or did they actually use words?
got words. I got words. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also sent quite a cheeky. I was like, I don't know. I can't remember what I said, but I was in a good mood and I sent a funny one. And
All right.
she seemed to respond well to that. All right. So tell us about the Ayaneo. I think you and I have a fairly controversial stance in the fact that we like Ayaneo. A lot of the reviewers don't like them because of the release cycle and all that. But I don't know. Every time I get an Ayaneo device, I only have two. They're just lovely.
Yeah. Oh, so some of my favorite devices ever are Ayaneo devices. And I think they get a lot of backlash. I'm not going to say unfairly, because I'm sure lots of it is fair, but they get extra backlash because of their pricing. They really are going for a whole different market with their pricing structure. That's why I'm glad they're doing the Conquer series. Oh, I've got one of those. I've got a Conquer Fit. I haven't reviewed that yet. I could probably get it, but maybe I can't. Hang on. I'll give me another minute. I'll go look.
3 hours later.
Oh, that was quick. So it's not another big letdown.
Yeah, I had this one locked and loaded. I barely touched it. I just unboxed it the other day. So I got to finish the 2 videos I'm working on, and then I'm diving into this one.
Yeah.
But it's just a very lovely device. It really does feel like an RP5 kind of thing.
Yeah.
But powerful. This isn't the elite one. This is the Snapdragon. What is it? The G3X Gen 3.
So the usual one that they use, the chip that
Yeah,
they've been using.
it's their more modern one. So this one is
Yeah.
the G3X Gen 2, and this one's the G3X Gen 3, I think, unless I'm correctly mistaken. Yeah. But it's
Interesting.
it's a good handheld is all I can really say about it so far. It feels really nice, and all I've done is set up emulators and done basic testing. So
Yeah.
for the price, I mean, being able to get a Snapdragon Elite in it, seems like the good option. I wouldn't say it's remarkable in any other way, other than just really good for the price. It doesn't feel super unique. That's one of the things I like about Ayaneo stuff is that they always they're doing stuff that no one else is doing, right?
Yeah, they're taking risks.
Take for instance, like the Ayaneo DMG. I freaking love that thing. It's on my nightstand. It's probably one of my most played devices of the last year or so.
I know you love that thing.
Yeah, and they nailed it. And then Retroid did the classic. They did like a cheaper version of it and they used the same screen, the same form factor. They were like, oh, there's a market for this high-end Game Boy that has this screen with OLED, you know. So, and I see that a lot with Ayaneo. Lots of the small decisions that they're the first to make, other companies will take what works well and do it. Now, I don't love everything that Ayaneo does. Just, you know, every now and then they'll make a choice that just doesn't resonate with me. But I like that they're doing unique stuff. One of my favorite devices right now is also an Ayaneo device, and it is this guy, the Ayaneo Pocket Ace.
Yeah.
And this is precious to me. I love this thing so much. I lost one of the thumbsticks for it, unfortunately.
Yeah. So what people won't know is that I've been messaging you personally, and I said to TechDweeb, I said, I don't think you realize, but it turns out he does realize that you are very lucky to have that specific one, because that specific one is super duper expensive now because only the highest spec model is available. So anyway, it is a lovely little thing.
It's kind of like you're kind of taking a gamble if you buy a high-end Ayaneo, because if the device turns out to be amazing, then you'll be able to sell the device if you want to get something else in the future. But if it turns out to be kind of a dud, then you're going to sell it for less than you got it for. So
well, like my Ayaneo 2S, which is it's a funny device. I should maybe make another video about it, but it's just like it's not a popular device because people didn't like it that much. I love it, but I'm not going to be able to sell it for much. No one in South Africa is going to be like, you know what? I will give you $800 for that. You know, it's just
it's sort of like this hobby is such a niche within a niche already, and then anyone who would appreciate an Ayaneo device is a niche within a niche within a niche.
Yeah.
So like I can't imagine they sell a ton of the really high end devices, but
I'd be interested to know that. I mean, I know Rudy was like that they did release some sales figures once upon a time, and he was like, "Well, that is like shockingly bad." But you know, it is high end devices. And the other thing about that little one, the Pocket Ace, is the 3x2 screen. That's another controversial thing that you and I agree on, is that is a great retro screen.
It is the perfect retro screen.
Yeah, not just for GBA. You know, it's good for everything. I know it's going to have bezels on almost everything, but it's just the perfect happy medium. You know? If you play widescreen stuff and 4x3 stuff, you should want a 3x2 screen. There's no question, especially a device like the Ace, because it's powerful enough to do the 16:9 stuff. Like you can play Switch on this. Yes.
You can play WinLater PC emulation on this. PSP, forget about it. It's perfect. It's amazing for PSP. And this device is so just kind of comfortable and easy to live with. It's just, it's a good, like, how do I say? Like bread and butter kind of device, like the kind of device like that's just effortless to grab and just game on. It's not like a big luxury experience that's kind of weird in some way. Like this thing is kind of weird, you know, gaming on dual screens and a flippy screen, right? This is just like a retro handheld that feels super retro. It has a 3x2 screen and powerful enough to do anything. And that's kind of a special, rare thing. Any device that does exactly this.
Yeah, and then I mean, okay, this is we kind of veering off the Android track, but it's frictionless usage of a device. Like I've recently now started using the Flip 2 again. It's a device that I didn't get. I think I just got distracted by too many other things because I really like this.
Yes,
and the reason I got back into it is because I want to play Silk's song and I want to stream it in bed. And then that's the thing about Android is you can do streaming. And with this 16:9, that 3x2 will also be great for streaming. I started out streaming it to the portal, the AYN Odin 2 portal, but I just end up. I know we have the luxury of all these devices, but I think it's a good barometer for people out there who don't have all these devices to go, oh, these people who have everything end up using the smaller devices because it just fits into your life better, you know? It's much easier for me just to sit in bed with this. It's less obnoxious, you know, instead of this massive, forget about the Ayaneo 2S in bed. It's just like the fans blaring and everything. It feels like too much of a thing.
So I'm making a video right now on this little guy, the G350. I've already made a video on this, but
yes, I need to go back to that. Yes.
Yeah, the point of the video is that this is an amazing starter handheld. So it's a great first handheld for anyone who's getting into handhelds. But my kind of side tangent in the video is that even though I have all these other devices, all these other amazing devices, I actually love gaming on this thing. Because it's so good and simple and basic. It's like the lowest common denominator, and it doesn't have fancy features. It doesn't have HDMI out or Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, and that's sometimes a good thing because you can just appreciate just playing the games and experiencing like the core of the hobby rather than all the bells and whistles, right?
Yeah, it's that thing I've been talking about. You reduce cognitive load so that you can just enjoy the thing that you fell in love with in the first place. You know, so because we're nerds, so we push everything to the absolute limits, and then before you know it, you've got a device that plays music, has 60,000 games in it, and you know has movies on it. Like the guys want to do all the things. So some guys have even figured out how to play radio on these things, and so like. I think eventually it just gets too much and you're just like, it's just too overwhelming. There's too much going on, you know?
Yeah. I guess that's one of the downsides of Android devices in general is that they can do so much that you feel like just playing retro games is almost wasting them. You feel like you always want to be like, oh, why would I sit down and play Super Mario when I can find which Steam games work on Gamehub, or I can push the limits of, I'll fill it with all this Switch emulation and kind of defeats the point of retro handheld if you don't also use it for retro games mostly, right?
Yeah. So, because I think that's what we're veering into like the Linux versus Android debate. And I think, because I think you've done a video, I don't think I've ever done a video on this, is like the ultimate like handheld ecosystem to have in your home. I might have done this, but
no, I did it, but it was back before we had really good Android front ends. Like Daijisho had basically just come out when I
and you weren't a fan of Daijisho.
I was never a fan of Daijisho. I liked Dig, but that was only out of necessity because it was the best option that I could find. But once Emulation Station came along and it unified the experience, my Android devices feel like my Linux devices now. So the line between them is a lot more blurred in my mind.
Yeah, that connection is nice, and I think that's a good point because you can. It just takes a little. Whoa! I've scratched the crap out of this thing. You can.
What was it?
The lid of the Flip 2.
Oh yeah, that's what they're for. You're supposed to scratch the lids of your flippy doodads. Have you ever seen an original GBASP? They all look like they've been through a war zone.
Yeah. I guess that's part of it.
Yeah.
What is the point of my story, man?
I
don't know. maybe.
Man,
Oh, so
two ADHDers walk into a podcast.
exactly. You have to be more conscious. So here's the thing. Like, I love Android. So I've been on a big, like, the last time we spoke, I was heavily into the RG34XX SP. I still love that thing. That's the one that I use to play Golden Sun and things like that. But with these, if you want it to be a retro gaming handheld, you've got to be very conscious of that. Emulation Station is a great way to do that because you can make it as your home launcher. Then when you open it up, it is just a retro gaming handheld,
Yeah.
And then you've got to go out of your way to use the other Android things. You've got to close Emulation Station down, and then you can do the other things. So I think that's one of the reasons I've been enjoying Android more in the last few months because of that. Because before that, it was just, I love the setup because I'm a nerd, but it just, in the daily life, it felt a little bit all over the place,
Yeah. Android has so much to it that, like, yeah, you just feel like you always want to explore the next part of the device, right?
Yeah. But okay. So let's take a use case there, because I think the reason these Android devices are so popular and why they do so well is because when someone is shopping, they want a device that can do a lot of things, so that they know, if I'm going to spend this money, at least I know, like, if I buy, like, the G350 is great because it's super cheap. But if let's say they buy something a bit more expensive, but then they know it's limited. It's Linux. It's not going to be able to do certain things, like maybe no Bluetooth headphones. You can't, like, play Spotify on it, and you can't use things like Gamehub and all that sort of thing. So I think that's why. So let's go down that road. Like, someone that wants versatility, what are the, like, versatility tools that you like on a Android specifically for gaming?
Oh, like extra stuff, like extra apps and stuff, like extra
Yes.
superpowers that you can give your Android device. So one of the main reasons that I game on Android devices more than my Linux devices isn't that I prefer Android or the devices. It's that I need to be able to record my gameplay. Because very often I am like, I'll have a game of the month for my game of the month club, and I'll need to have a full playthrough of that to make my review video. So even though, like, right now I'm playing Ultima 4 on the Sega Master System, Ultima 4, the old
Yes.
the old
I saw you were getting into that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so into it. It's I am I am immersed in that game right now. It's consuming my life. I love it. To be honest, I really want to play it on my Miu Mini because I love the idea of being able to play this massive, huge, sprawling RPG on my tiny little Game Boy friend.
Yes.
I would always have it with me, but I can't because I need to have my gameplay recorded. So I got to play on an Android device. So I'm playing on the next best thing, which is the Ayaneo DMG. But yeah, but being able to not just record the gameplay, but, like, I like an Android device. I can plug it into my computer and access the files instantly, and I can plug my DMG into my CRT monitor because I like to play that way as well. Just being able to use it a little more kind of computer-like is just so freaking convenient, even just for retro games. Like, that's not even considering all the extra stuff like Gamehub or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why I game on my Android devices most often. And when I play a GBA game, I'll play on my Ace, and I can record my gameplay that way. And I find that since I love playing on handheld so much, if I'm making a video of, like, I don't know, like a hidden gems video or whatever, I want to play those on my handheld, not like on a computer with a controller. That's a fine way to play them, but, like, I just love handheld gaming. I want to sit on the couch and dive into some hidden gems that I'm making a video about. So I have to use an Android device for that.
So it's practicality, and I think that's a fair point, and that's why I say, like, I think a lot of people who are going to spend money, they're like, well, why don't I just spend more and get more options and more versatility? And let's say I'm bored of retro gaming for a while, I can use it for something else, and that's where. Well, before we do that, can you give us a little tour of the Ayaneo there that's sitting to the left?
Oh, sure.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, just real quick on the practicality point, you made me remember that another of the main reasons that I'm always grabbing Android devices is that the freaking batteries last forever. They are always ready to go. And
Yes.
like they can sleep for weeks and barely touch the battery, and you push a button and you are into your game in like a second. You're right where you left off.
Yeah.
That is something you cannot get on Linux, even in the best case scenario. So like that alone is a reason to consider just playing all your stuff on Android, because that's a magical superpower that you only get on Android. Linux devices can't do it. Even handheld PCs can't do it. The Steam Deck tries to be able to do that. It's one of the few handheld PCs that you can like sleep while you have a game running, and it will, just sleep.
Yes.
And
it'll come back to you. Yeah.
Yeah, but like the battery will drain while it's in sleep mode, right? Like it's not like an Android device at all in that regard. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I very much agree. I kept telling people after I went on my trip, I took the AYN portal, and I'm sure I did charge it, but I don't remember charging it on the trip. I just didn't worry about the battery because it's such a huge device with a massive battery, and it just lasted forever. You put it to sleep and it just...
Yeah, the portal is a beast. That thing lasts forever.
Battery life.
There's been a couple times where I haven't touched it in weeks and weeks, and then I go to grab it for whatever reason, and I go to turn it on, and I realize that I left it on, and it's just been in sleep, and the battery is still like fully charged almost. Like it's crazy, crazy how long it lasts. Yeah,
so good. All right, take us into the world of this lovely device. What's this? The Ayaneo Pocket DS.
The Ayaneo Pocket DS. Yeah. It's a bit, early days for the software, I think. So there's a little bit of jank, a little bit of...
Yeah, you said it glitches.
Yeah, like RetroArch crashes when you switch the screens, so you have to launch it on the screen. It's very much the Wild West for dual screen Android gaming. Like it's early days. Every company has their own weird solution for how to handle this. And there is, as far as I know, there's no universal third-party solution that you can install on all your dual screen Android devices. And that's obviously because we've only just got them. Like the first mass market Android dual screen experience that most people had was on the dual screen Retroid screen thing, right?
Yes, which was interesting.
Yeah, that didn't really turn out so good. But it was our way for people to experience dual screen Android gaming. And that's kind of cool.
And there's a lot of moving parts. I mean, we've got like open source software that's being developed by people for the love of gaming. And then we've got to now take those features and then integrate it into a handheld. So, there's a lot to be worked on.
Oh, yeah, there really is. And even like the emulators, like the 3DS emulators and the Wii emulator, right? They've only needed to very tangentially support dual screen stuff. But now people are like, hey, where's the, we need dual screen on Azahar. We need it on Cemu. So like these emulator developers are releasing, alpha builds and stuff of the dual screen support that works on all these devices. And in the future, that'll just be kind of a standard thing. You need to support your dual screen devices because there's a lot more of them. There's going to be a lot more of them.
Yeah.
I think lots of people will expect more than you actually get by having a dual screen device. Like the dual screen Windows devices have been around for a long time.
Yes.
And having two screens on a Windows device is amazing because Windows is so annoying that having that second screen for like the touch keyboard or for a little mouse trackpad or to put your game launcher down there and it launches up here. But Windows has dual screen support built into the OS.
Yes.
And it's way better on a Windows device than it is on an Android device. For instance, if I need to type something on Android for if I need to hang on, what am I going to do? If I need to open up a search here, go there, filter, game name there. So if I need to type something, the keyboard shows up on the top screen, not down here. I can't have a touch keyboard down here the way I can on a Windows device.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that was one of the main things I loved about the Ayaneo 1S DS, the Windows version of this, was that it made Windows stuff super easy. It's kind of the opposite here. Android stuff is actually harder because of two screens, because things are just a little bit weird. So,
You got everything working against you. You've got the operating system working against you. You've got the emulators working against you. And then you've got, I mean, let's face it, every laptop manufacturer, everyone that makes these third-party software things for their devices, Ayaneo has been working on it for a long time, but it's pretty janky,
Yeah.
So you've all got all these things working against you. Whereas I've got my Windows handheld plugged into a big screen. And so I use all the sort of tablet features, and it's so easy to just switch screens and, put a keyboard here and do a thing there. But this is tricky.
Yeah, because Android doesn't have built-in dual screen support. I mean, it obviously can do dual screens, but it's up to the company to determine what happens. Because by default, Android just duplicates the screen. It doesn't have a built-in, because Windows has needed to support dual screen since the early days. If you need to have two monitors on your computer, you need to be able to move Windows back and forth and stuff.
Yeah, it's just naturally part of the OS. Yeah.
Yeah, Android has never really needed that. Usually, if you plug in Android device to a monitor, you just want to see what's on the Android device big.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want a second desktop, and there is desktop mode of Android, but no one uses that. No one would run that on their handheld. That would be dumb and annoying. So it's just I feel like the fact that these are becoming very common now, people are going to have an eye opener of the real limitations of what dual screen Android actually means. However, that said, if you're into dual screen emulation, it's really nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
Great way to play it 3DS. Oh, forget about it. It's such a nice 3DS machine and a DS machine. I haven't tried the new, apparently there's a new Cemu. Russ showed me one of the new builds of Cemu that apparently works.
Okay, cool.
And so if I want to watch a TechDweeb video, I can pull up YouTube down here and game up here. If you're going to be doing that sort of thing, then you're going to love having dual screens. It's nice. Or we're playing a game down here on this big, this is a big screen, even though there's something very nice about sometimes you want a game on the screen where your hands are, because it feels more like a handheld with a media screen. At one point I was playing Ultima 4 on here, and I was watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy up here. Oh my gosh. I was in nerd heaven. It was so nice.
That is the way. Yeah.
But if you're not gonna do that, then you're kind of you're not, if you're not going to do all the dual screen stuff and you're just going to play retro games, unlike on a PC handheld, there's not much reason to want two screens for that.
Yeah. All that being said, I haven't had one in my hands yet, but I do think it is the best DS and 3DS thing. Windows is great, but I do think once the emulators have figured things out, it is going to be the best way to go, because it's a fixed system. So once they figured out Android and once they figured out how it's all going to work, it's just going to open up. The screens are going to be up top and bottom, and it's going to work perfectly. I do think it's the way to go.
Yeah, it's early days just for dual screen handhelds in general. So it's sort of like when Android handhelds first started becoming a thing. And we didn't really have the best front ends, and lots of the front ends you had to set up yourself and specifically choose which emulator for every single core, and it was awkward. And now, since they're so popular, we have projects like ESDE that just work perfectly and make it amazing. It'll be nice if we get something like that for dual screen stuff, some sort of a universal Android overlay front end or something that will detect your second screen and give you your whatever control panels you choose, not just the ones that Ayaneo chose for you, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That is. We'll see where that goes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Realistically. Yeah.
because like this stuff, all these extra features that you get, they're all done. Every device is different, obviously, and I think like what I value in my handhelds is a consistent experience. I like them all to feel the same. So I love that I have ESDE that feels like my Linux devices, and I can just bring over all my game lists and my favorites list and my scraped art and all that stuff. It's all here. It's all synced. But like this stuff, it's all different. Every dual screen handheld is a different way of handling that stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You and I are very big on aesthetics, and that would bug me.
Yeah. I don't like that I can't customize it. That's a thing. Like I want my picture down here. I don't like this yellow purple thing. Why can't I just put my picture there? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to be able to customize your thing and make it look the way you want and feel the way you want.
Yeah. I mean, I'm offended that you don't want my picture there, but whatever works for you.
Well, if it would make you feel good, we could talk about that sometime. It's not an option now, so we don't need to worry about that though. So you can't customize it.
Yeah, so you're saved by the Android.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been using Gamehub at all? I see, because I was like, I'm going to release a video. Nobody's talking about this except Bob Wolf, and then Russ went and released a video yesterday or today.
Oh yeah, the Russ effect.
Yes. Have you been Gamehubbing?
Yeah, I got it right here. Just before this video, actually, earlier today, I was installing some stuff. So
stuff and things.
Yeah, where's my games?
Cool. Okay, cool. So I've got some questions for you. So have you installed Silksong on there?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of how it runs. The Switch port or the Switch version runs a lot better. There's something up with something up with the movement in Silksong that feels a little stuttery to me.
All right.
Not just here, but like just in the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You might be right on that. I thought it was a sort of aesthetic choice, but I have noticed almost like a low FPS sometimes. Like it doesn't look.
Yeah, some of like when you switch back and forth the camera, you're looking left, now you're looking right, looking left again. The background, it's like it moves, but then there's like little kind of hitches in it. I don't know. I'm really sensitive to that kind of thing. And so
that's interesting.
When I play the PC port on Gamehub, it mostly works. It's really nice. Yeah. But I noticed that a lot more. I notice when the frame pacing isn't perfect a lot more on Gamehub than I do on the Switch version.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Are your saves syncing on Silksong? Because I can't get my saves to sync.
Well, they sync down, but not up.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I've been playing on my Windows PC, my Windows handheld, and I'm, well, for me, quite far. I'm a terrible gamer, but so like if I load up Botvice here, hang on, let me load this up here. This one runs beautifully on Gamehub. Gamehub is the games that run well are just so nice. The fact that I can have my one of my favorite indie games on my retro handheld is just lovely. Very cool.
For the ones that work.
Yeah, I see Wolfenstein has got the green tick now, so I want to download it and see. That's my favorite FPS.
Oh, which one?
When they restarted and they made like 3 games in a row. So not Wolfenstein 3D, the modern game, like the 2012 or whatever it is.
Yeah. Okay, so I go to continue. Look, I got all my save is here. This is the whole everything I've unlocked. I've beaten the whole game. So like that, that's however,
so cool.
if I get like a high score or whatever, hang on. I can't start this up without playing.
You've shown me this game before.
Oh, it's so good.
in the olden days when we first met.
You're distracting me.
Cool. Yeah, that is. We both are distracted, right? I'm like, "Ooh, this is such a cool game."
Oh yeah, yeah. Anyway, so it runs perfectly, and even on on this device, if I turn on the eco mode, it still runs perfectly. This game runs at like 4-watt TDP on the Steam Deck. It's one of the few games that actually runs that low. It's like an old school game in many ways. Like it's like 40 megabytes to download the game.
Yeah. Oh, jeepers. That's cool. I must go check it out.
Yeah. So this one runs so perfect, but anything I do on here won't be synced up to the Steam cloud. It only
which does suck.
down. So we gotta give them some time. They'll get there eventually. Early days.
Yeah.
But
I just can't get mine. It's irritating me because I want to play it on here, but streaming is better. But I just wanted to get that Gamehub thing working, and I'm not getting the saves to sync down, like you say.
Yeah. Have you maybe delete the app and reinstall it, kind of thing?
Yeah, maybe I should do that because I updated to the latest version.
Yeah.
And it is still not working anyway.
Huh. Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
Yeah. So to anyone watching, the reason I asked TechDweeb this is Gamehub it's a little bit of a sketchy app. Apparently, there's some major security
I don't buy that. I think it's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Anyway,
GameSir made it.
Yes. Yeah, they are behind it, and that's what emboldened me in the beginning because I've been using it for a while now. And then their recent update now finally did cloud save syncing.
Yeah,
so,
like when it comes to it seems like one person on Reddit should post something like, "Oh, look, I have a network monitor and I can see that it's talking to something in China. The Chinese government is stealing your info," and then that's just like a thing that people say. So like. I don't know. Like I have a innocent until proven guilty kind of thing. So like, I'm not gonna go throw in my my Google account info at some random app that I downloaded that's got some janky login thing or whatever. But like, GameSir, come on, what is GameSir gonna They want to sell you. They want to sell controllers. Like
they want to hack into the microphone on our handhelds to hear if we're using their controllers, and if we aren't using their controllers, they're going to send us ads on Facebook.
I feel like anyone who wants my details is going to be sorely disappointed when they discover what they can do with it. I have very little power in this world.
Yes. Yeah. Let's look at his bank stat. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I guess they could like steal my YouTube account. That's always a fear, but like, that happens. Like the good for a game, if you have a Steam Authenticator app, you're basically covered. Like the Authenticator login, the Authenticator login is a token that is specific for your device, and it expires in like 10 minutes or whatever, and.
Exactly.
You can't do anything with the token if you're not on the device that you're using the token on, and you can't get into the account without it. So if you're worried, then use an authenticator. That's what they're for.
Yeah. Okay, so go check out Gamehub, everybody. It's the
cool.
future.
So the stuff that works is very, very cool. And
sorry, carry on.
I even installed a little bit of higher end stuff. Hang on, let me fire up Tomb Raider. Hang on.
Yeah, I saw Tomb Raider's also got the blue tick now. They've really been very active with this app, and I feel like they're desperately trying to be first to market. Maybe they have something that they're planning.
I'm confused. I'm confused that they're not trying to sell you controllers more often in the app or something. Like it makes.
Yeah, maybe they are. The thought I had was because there's nobody developing this system as actively as they are, and it's great. It's what I've been asking for ages, and I wonder if they aren't planning a nice Android handheld. They've got the software, and they're going to like develop it, integrate it into the software, make it a dedicated Android Steam Deck.
I am fine with that.
I'm
This
okay
this
with
one
that.
you have to use the mouse in the launcher, so you got to use your finger on the screen. This game, if you've been using WinLater, you'd be used to this. But if you're new to Gamehub, like the word is getting out, and you're like, "Oh, I'll try Gamehub," you're gonna occasionally launch a game, and the first time you launch the game, it's not gonna work. It's gonna crash. But you got to launch
Yes.
it again and maybe a third time, because there's just
Yeah.
a thing with WinLater that the first time it might fail, but the times after that, it probably won't.
It's nervous. It needs to just check out your device first. It just wants to give feel around, check the RAM, check the CPU, make sure that
Yeah.
it feels at home.
Yeah, we should all be a little more cautious.
Yeah. So is this Tomb Raider running smoothly? Did
Yeah,
you say?
so this is like the reboot, like the 2013 or whatever. It's not the latest Tomb Raider, but like,
I've got this one, I think.
oh yeah, it's a great one. There you go. Tomb
Good
Raider.
grief, it's looking really nice. The camera movements are smooth.
Yeah, it's running at like, what do we got here? Like 39, 40 FPS, 32.
That's okay. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, not my preferred way to play them, but like, if you, so most games that you would play on Gamehub, if you have a handheld PC like the Steam Deck, there's no reason to play them on here, except
Just
for
stream it.
except for the indie games, because any game that you'll get running will require a lot more power on your Android device than a handheld PC. So if
I see.
so like right now, I don't know if you could see this, it's running at like 10 watts or so. And that's not the overall system draw. That's just the CPU and the GPU. So
Okay.
if I ran this at 10 watts on the Steam Deck, I would be getting a lot better performance.
Yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So you're going to be just chewing through your battery more on an Android device.
Yeah.
So like for like big games like this, if you have a Steam Deck, you should play it on the Steam Deck. It's going to run better and use less battery. But if when it comes to indies, they don't use tons of battery anyway. So
Yeah.
you know, the difference between running Silk Song at 5 watts on the Steam Deck versus 7 watts on here isn't as big of a deal, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And because, but like as you Canadians say, to be oot and a boot, with this, playing Silk Song on here, like, hey, I think that's the thing that was blowing Bob Wolf's mind is just that, like, we can now play PC games on these little things.
Yeah,
How cool is that?
a little taste of what's to come.
Yeah.
So the big next level for this, I think I don't. I'm hesitant to say that this could be a real thing, but I mean, Valve is working on what is it, Deckard, or is it the Valve? What do they call it? The visor, whatever. The Valve is working on a headset, like a VR headset, that is using like a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 or something like that.
Oh, I see.
So if you pop over to the emulation on Android Reddit, it's brought up a lot that people are saying, yeah, the Gamehub is cool, but like it doesn't do the two-way thing, and it's only a matter of time until Valve releases a thing, because Valve is working on this for us.
Okay, because that's the other thing I was going to say is I doubt Valve will even get involved, but so they are already.
Yeah, I feel like it would be very short-sighted, not short-sighted. They'd be leaving a lot of money on the table if they didn't try to get Steam on Android, because I mean, being able to buy your Steam games on Android and play them on your Android device. Android is the biggest platform in the world. I think is bigger than Windows. I think it is. So like being able to sell all the Android users all the Steam games and be able to play them. It's just a matter of working on how that actually works. And Valve is the one that can do it because they've done it before. They gave us nearly perfect PC gaming on Linux, but nearly perfect Windows gaming on Linux.
And that was groundbreaking. I mean, that was just groundbreaking.
Yeah. And they don't hoard it. They don't keep it for themselves. They give it to everybody. That's Valve.
Yeah.
Valve is the good guy in my books in that regard. So
they haven't turned evil yet, and I think it would be great. Like, I would buy more small indie games on Steam if there was a dedicated Steam app for Android. Because, like, at the moment, I don't like that game you showed me. I don't play games like that on the Steam Deck. You know what I mean? But if there was a dedicated thing here, I probably would do that more. Yeah.
My Steam Deck is my indie game crushing machine. It's my backlog obliterator. So, like, I love indie games on the deck, but being like the fact that, like, an Android device, you've got it with you most of the time. Like, if I go out, if I go to, like, I don't know, I don't go anywhere, but if I did, I would, I'd be grabbing sort of like a pocketable, but maybe not pocket friendly, mid-sized handheld, just to play in the car or the bus or whatever on the way to wherever I was going, and be able to have all my save games and record my gameplay, all the conveniences of Android. It's nice to have one of these things with you.
Yeah. I mean, that thing does look lovely, but in your hands now, I'm realizing it probably is on the big side. Like, in the long term, I'm wondering whether it is going to be one that you'll pick up every day, you know?
Well, it's like compared to the Thor, it's got a very big screen.
Yes, which is great. But I do think I'll probably end up using the Thor as my daily handheld rather than something.
It's got the same screen as your Ayaneo handheld PC, I think. Which one's that one called? The
2S.
The 2S. I think it's the same screen, 7-inch OLED.
No. The screen on mine is it's a similar ratio to the Steam Deck, where it's a little bit higher than, it's not 16:9. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because on the Ayaneo Evo, it's the same screen, I'm pretty sure. And I thought the Evo was like the Android version of the one you had, but I never had the one you had. So I guess
I think I obviously made some changes.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a thing. So let's do the thing.
All right.
All right. So I asked a bunch of people. Well, I just asked on YouTube, hey, give me questions for TechDweeb. And I got some great questions. So we are going to go through those now. And, you got to keep yourself on your toes, because this is going to be hard-hitting journalism.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Now I'm nervous. Okay.
That's the goal.
Okay. I gotta give myself a calming meditation.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's do the thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta breathe.
Feel the bubbles.
Breathe deeply. Yeah. The bubbles. Feel your chair, your butt on the chair, all that stuff. Okay. I'm ready. I'm doing that. Bring it on.
Okay. As you said, I felt something feeling my butt. Okay. Hopefully this works. Here we go. Let's do it.
TechDweeb has the answers to the secrets of the universe.
Cool.
Hey,
okay.
the production values are through the roof on this show. Holy jeez.
Yeah. So TechDweeb has the answers to the secrets of the universe show. It's really rolls off the tongue. Yeah. And so we are going to, let's remove that and let's share this little bad boy. And we're going to pick at random a question, and you have to answer it or else.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Now,
ready.
Here we go. Hey. All right. So Michael Phillips, 1095. I don't know if he was born in 1095, but I would like to ask TechDweeb if he thinks there is such a thing as a perfect end games handheld for him, and if so, what would it look like? I know you did a whole episode on this. So,
yeah. So I guess I would bring up the handheld that I designed, that isn't out yet or anything, obviously. But I made a handheld that I called the Side Quest. and it's basically a small flippy screen doodad. Picture like the 34XX SP. It has a 3x2 screen. It has OLED. It's Android, and it's got crazy good retro vibes. It's got a very thin flippy screen. It's exactly $100. It has a chipset that can handle perfect N64, most Dreamcast, most PSP, and that's just to keep it under $100. It's got a single slider in the middle, and it comes in all the flavors of the classic retro consoles. So you can get one that looks like an old Nintendo, one that looks like a Game Boy, one that looks like a Game Gear, one that looks like a GameCube. Whatever flavor of retro console you have nostalgia for, there is a colorway of this.
Cool.
Yeah,
That is great. Yes, I think I did see that. That was separate to the roundtable episode you did. Hey, did you share that in the roundtable episode?
yeah, that was the roundtable episode.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's what I would do if I could do anything. But the one that I'm holding out hope for is basically a Miu Mini, a new Miu Mini, maybe made by Emberlic. That could be like the RG28 XXV. And it would basically be Amberlick stealing the Miu Mini's design, except they're going to give it HDMI out and Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. And then, maybe I would need nothing more in life than that. We'll see.
That is, yeah. I like your concept. What was it called again? The side quest.
The side quest, and then so this is my first release, and then I'm going to release 3 devices. All right, so there's the side quest, and that's the middle of the road one, and then the top end one is a handheld PC like the Steam Deck, and that's called the main quest. And then I'm going to release a tiny little pocket friendly guy. Maybe that's the one that I just described. It would basically be this, except those things that I said. However, it would also be Android. I've come to really like the battery efficiency of Android, and I think even more on a small handheld like this, being able just to boop and you're back in your game that's been running fine in the background. That would be
I agree.
and that one's going to be called the Fetch Quest.
The fetch quest.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you got the main quest, the side quest, and the Fetch Quest.
And the fetch quest. Let's do another one.
Yeah, this music is great.
Boop. All right. You can only choose one Funyuns or root beer. Which do you pick? This is a very, very good question. And as I said, hard-hitting German journalism.
I refuse to answer.
How rude. Okay.
No,
Moving on.
I'm not. You can't ask. You cannot ask a mother to pick between her 2 kids. All right. If you're not going to do that, you do not get to ask me this.
Yeah, Dan Taub, like TechDweeb is swearing at you. Okay. The end.
Although I will say I am both hungry and thirsty now after that question. So,
yes, exactly. So he's more angry with you, Dan Taub.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
All right. Still working? Yes. Okay. Ooh. All right. Ted Adam Green. Ted Adam Green. Just tell him I said thanks for doing a wonderful job as TechDweeb. TechDweed. Having fun with an aspect of a lot of our personalities that we were sometimes not comfortable with because of how people reacted. Much like the Big Bang Theory, he embraces and has fun with, but never makes fun of, in a derogatory way, the tech dweeby lifestyle. And thanks to you, Aiden, you're a stand-up gent as well. So that's a lovely comment.
Oh man, that made me feel so good reading that. Holy jeez.
Yeah. Really nice.
Who said that? What's his name?
Ted Adam Green.
Ted Adam Green. That you're a sweetie.
Yeah. That's really nice.
The only thanks I could give is to promise that I'll keep getting better at doing what I do, and I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, and I firmly agree. You know, I do tend to be on the cheeky side, and so do you. But you walk a very careful line, and you never, like he says, you're never derogatory towards the tech dweeby personality out there in the world. And I think that is a really special thing that you've done.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that he's giving me the benefit of the doubt and thinking that there's more of a normal guy behind the camera than there actually is. So I appreciate that too.
Yeah.
I'll take what I could get.
Yeah. Okay. I like this wheel thing.
It's a wonderful format. You're an amazing host.
I really am. Okay. Live my world. Definitive top 5 DOS games recommended to others and why.
Oh, wow.
Do you have 5?
Okay. It'd probably be a pretty basic answer because my favorite DOS games were always like the most the biggest games. Like Duke Nukem 3D is one of my favorite games ever. That's what that I probably played more of that on DOS than almost any other. I will go with Warcraft 2, Tides of Darkness. Can't go wrong with that. What about maybe I'll try to cover some different genres. So I've got a first-person shooter. I got a strategy game. What about an RPG? There's so many. Yeah. Okay. Well, the one I'm most for thinking about right now is Ultima 4, but I think if you wanted something a little more modern, Ultima 7 would be a better fit. But the Ultima series is so huge. It's like I'm playing Ultima 4 right now, and I'm going to make the case in my review video that it's the predecessor to something like Baldur's Gate 3. Like you don't get Baldur's Gate 3 unless you get Ultima 4, and it's crazy how big of a world that feels alive that they were able to squeeze into a DOS game. So there's that.
Cool.
Racing game. I used to like those.
Yeah. What's the one with the music?
I think I'll go with the one with I think most of them had music, Aiden. If you had a sound blaster with MIDI support.
Sound blaster, man. No, the one where you start, then you turn the knob and you choose the channel on the radio. What's that game? It wasn't by California Games, was it? Anyway. Outrun. That was Outrun, the original Outrun. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So for a racing game, I'm going to go. There's a game called Sky Roads. It's a really good. It's sort of like an early version of F-Zero kind of thing.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna end with a hidden gem DOS game, and it is a game called Capture the Flag. And in this game, it's like a turn-based chess kind of thing, except your chessboard is like 200 by 200 squares, and it's full of like forests and streams and fences and stuff. And you're trying to capture the opponent's flag by sending your little runners over the line into their zone and exploring around, and you got to find their flag, and they're doing the same to you. And it's all turn-based, and it's one of my favorite games ever. I played the heck out of it when I was a kid. And when I got into emulation, I finally had the full version. So I just played the heck out of that as an adult too. And it baffles me how good it is. And nobody really talks about it or knows about it. And more importantly, they haven't done a new version of that kind of format because it's so good. All right, that's my issue. Next up. It'll go. We'll get it.
There we go. All right. Aaron Davis says, if you could apply this level of storytelling and creativity to doodads in game, you couldn't apply it to doodads in gaming anymore. What would you feel compelled to give the same level of craft to instead?
I don't know if this counts as gaming, but I'm going to say
knitting.
Tabletop RPGs.
Obviously.
Yeah. It's one of my biggest passions in life. It's apart from working on my channel and playing video games and tinkering with tech. This is my main hobby. I love rolling dice. I love reading books. I love running adventures. Aiden, someday I'm going to sucker you into playing this with me. You and me.
I think you can just calm. I think you did.
All right. So that's my easy answer. And then if this counts as a game and you don't want a gaming answer, I would say maybe camping and hiking. That's one of my main hobbies.
Yes.
Board games is another one, but that's games too. When I was deciding what to do for my channel, I had lots of things to choose from, and I settled on tech and retro emulation. But I could have gone all sorts of different directions. Art, that's another thing I could do. I could do an art channel, arts and crafts with TechDweeb, Art Dweeb.
Yeah. Yes. But I don't know if you remember, but the very first time we met and you said to me off camera and we were talking YouTube strategy, and you said if this didn't work, you were going to do the board game thing, the strategy board game thing.
Yeah. Tabletop gaming. That's my.
Oh, come on. Doesn't have to be so. Okay. The CAS. Around a year ago, TechDweeb did a video comparing Android to Linux for retro gaming. And we've kind of been talking about this. With another year of advancement, particularly with Android, does he feel differently now than a year ago?
Yeah, I think we basically did answer this. I've completely done a 180 on Android, and it's at the point now where, depending on the device, I prefer Android. So
we never actually directly answered that question, but you have actually switched from being a Linux fan to being more favorable to Android. So
what I'll say is that my favorite thing about the state of Android versus Linux is that they feel like the same thing now. Now that we have ESDE on Android, I can load up an Android doodad versus a Linux doodad. I turn it on. I have the same front end. I have the same game lists. They work the same. So it feels like there's not nearly the divide that there was before.
Yeah. So it's brought that experience back. Okay, next question. Whoops. Okay, Sarai, his channel opened extremely polished with an aesthetic. I thought this was going to be negative, but I think it's just said wrong. A well-built character and clear skill at creating his kind of content. I wonder if he would discuss having had previous channels, maybe a career in these kinds of things, or just how he managed to build that brand so rapidly. I mean, we've talked about this in previous episodes, but maybe you can answer a little bit.
Yeah. So I have in my past life, I was a illustrator art guy. So I guess with that profession, you get used to creating like worlds. If I'm making a series of illustrations for like a book or a game or whatever it is, you get used to like seeing things from a top-down perspective and trying to unify the aesthetic vibe of everything. And I feel like that's why I actually get this question quite often, and I feel like that's why I get it, not because I do it well, just because I use that one skill that I've developed elsewhere to achieve that. But I think that lots of YouTubers do it. Like even you do it. Like there is an aesthetic vibe to your videos, so sometimes it's a vibe of consistency. Sometimes it's a vibe of always changing things up. Sometimes it's a vibe of extra bells and whistles. I don't really know what the best part of the way I do it is, but I really enjoy that aspect of it, of building a brand and making it all feel like one thing, one contained world. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I can say as someone from the outside who's been talking to you for a while that all your skills have somehow confluenced to doing this channel, and I think that, the secret sauce is also your work ethic. I mean, you put out videos the most consistently. I think the only other person who's as consistent as you is Russ from Retro Game Core. I don't know anyone else that has been as consistent as you have.
Mr. Sujano.
Yes. Yeah. Very good point. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's other people, but just you have been very consistent.
I am lucky that I love every single stage of making a video. So, and I feel this, the same neurons are firing no matter what stage I'm in. There's always a level of creativity that I like to experiment and try different things with. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'm the same. I just have my business that I have to deal with. Okay, next question.
You got a job. Poor you.
Yeah, I have a job. All right, Matthias Kost. will there be a sweater available for us to buy? Like the one you wear in your videos? I'd be the first to buy it. Don't you already have one?
So I have a merch store, and there is some dweeby things on there. There's some T-shirts and a toque, but like I did have a sweater on there, but I removed it because it was really expensive, and I didn't personally.
Really?
Yeah, I got a comment from somebody who bought one that said they love it, but I didn't personally love it. But I have a weird thing where my arms are very long. That's one of my physical deformities. I got crazy long arms, crazy long arms. And so almost every shirt I wear ends up looking like this on me if I buy a long sleeve shirt. So this one's made custom. My mom made it. No word of a lie. Wow. My mom made this for me. So
that's so cool.
As much as I'd love to be able to sell this, I don't think mom's old hands are up for making hundreds of them.
Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, we don't want to do a mom sweatshop. Okay.
Yeah, but check out my merch store if you want a T-shirt. Good T-shirts out there, and they're cheap too. They're really nice.
And then I just left this just for laughs, aka Rust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think some people are bitter that I fooled them so good. They won't let me.
I think it's true. No, I have people like no lie going, he is Russ. You guys realize that? Like,
yeah, lean into it. I'm fine. Yeah, I'll take his cred.
Yeah. Rushdown Radio. When are we getting nice for the price merch?
This I actually, so this is something I want to do I want to put some sort of dweeby merch up there that, yeah. Well, I think that would make an amazing mug or something like that. So stay tuned. I got working on my merch store is one of those areas that I kind of don't. I'm always making videos instead of doing that sort of ancillary stuff. So I need to be better at that.
Yeah, I want to do some merch. Okay.
I would buy some crotch time underwear.
Crotch time underwear?
Yeah.
With my face on the butt.
Okay. I'll take it.
That one white dude. What series could you not get into that everyone has hyped up? A series meaning game series. For me, it was the Persona series. So they just couldn't get into the Persona series.
There's so many. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, like one that comes immediately to mind. Maybe I'm gonna get hate for this, but Silksong. I suck at it, and I barely.
Yes, you're getting hate from me.
Yeah, I barely got anywhere in it, and I just have no desire to get further. I'm not really a huge on Metroidvania side scrollers. Okay. Anyways, I wanted to have it to see what everyone was hyped about. I like to support good developers that are making good choices, but like it's just not my kind of game. And considering that's like the hype game right now, that's probably the best answer I could give.
Yes, and people are going to be angry with you. But
that's fine.
I just find I'm not a fan of the Metroidvania thing because I get lost and I get very frustrated because every time I pick it up, I'm like, where the fuck am I? But I'm really enjoying Silksong. It's
just difficult games require developing the muscle memory, and they feel great when you do, but they require that buy-in to get to that point. And I don't know. The vibe of it just doesn't suck me in the way a different vibe would. It's just I really like it in lots of ways, but it's just I'm not on the same level that other people are with the hype of that one.
Interesting. Okay, let's do two more because there's a lot.
Oh, just barely.
Just tell him I love you both.
All right, back at you.
Nisafler Boxer. I don't know how to say their name, but they're always around.
Nisafler Boxer.
Yes, we love you too. What is the most durable doodad?
Oh, I'm gonna say the Data Frog SF2000.
Yes.
That is one. So very often I go camping with my cousins, my extended family, and that's one I bring. And when the little kids want to play with a handheld, that's the one I give them. That thing has been dropped. Yeah, that's it. That thing has been dropped in the dirt. It's been like fallen into like the fire pit, and like it's still fine. Like it's
I mean, it's got technology from like, Moses' time. So that's great.
Yeah.
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 They played it on the ark.
Another good choice. Another good choice would be something
Durable.
like, oh, there's so many great ones. Like the G350
Durable.
would be a great durable choice.
My first handheld, the RG350M. This thing is a tank.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. But that one's so nice and premium that you wouldn't want to get it scratched up though.
That's true. That is true.
I feel like when you're talking durability, you want something that like can take a
That's
beating.
checkable now.
Yeah.
I followed TechDweeb's instructions from his review of the Retro Pocket 5 and submerged my unit in root beer. Unfortunately, it has now stopped working completely, which I haven't been able to figure out yet. It smells great, though, albeit slightly sticky. Any advice, Dweeb?
Oh, that's what you want. It's not a bug; it's a feature. So,
Yes,
so sometimes taking a break from using our devices to play games is the kind of thing that we'll never choose to do on ourselves. So that decision has been made for you. So just
Yes.
appreciate it for the object that it is, and
Yes.
the beautiful smells and sensory finger feel of the sticky root beer. And maybe
Yeah.
that's all you really need in life.
Yeah, so maybe now you can just open it up and lick all that root beer out. Smooth one for the end. Okay, here we go. Sorry, there's a few people that have been left out, but anyway. My wife constantly gives me hassle about all my handhelds and the fact that I have several next to wherever I may sit in the house. Where and how do you store yours?
Oh, okay. Maybe can I give you some B-roll, Aiden, and you can show this as I explain it.
Yes.
I just so my room is my filming room, my dork dungeon, my dungeon of solitude, is just full of shelves. And I've got just shelves all over the place full of handhelds. I buy these little handheld stands. Here, let me find one. All right, so this is an example. So I buy these little phone stands. I'll buy them in bulk. This one I buy from the dollar store near my house, but there's other ones I buy on Amazon.
That's cool.
And I just got shelves full of doodads all over the place. Lots of people do the bamboo dish rack thing. Yeah, that's
Yes,
a
I've
good
started to
choice.
do that.
But I like to get creative with it. I like to kind of create little scenes of handhelds. Maybe I'll put like a couple big boys around the outside and some skinny ones in the middle, and pretend I kind of think of these things as like alive. So
Yeah.
like I like to. They're almost like action figures to me. So I kind of arrange them in little scenes that happen in my mind. And like sometimes I'll have some headcanon where like maybe one handheld is mad at another handheld, so they don't exist in the same area. But then like if they do exist, there's like a conflict there. So maybe I'll have like some, little toy weapons or something in front of them. It's just kind of a
I think I definitely want to do a D&D with you because all I want to do is sit and admire that thing that happens in your brain when you make up those stories.
oh hell yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do one more.
On the next podcast, I'm going to sucker you in. We'll do a little mini D&D next time we do a podcast.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let us know in the comments if you want to see that.
Yes, TechDweeb taking Aiden through a D&D game.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a guest in.
Oh, that'd be
Like
sweet.
Shim.
Yeah.
All right. Where does he stand on the great is a hot dog a sandwich debate? I think this is a great place to end.
Is that a debate? Is this something?
It's a very big debate in the world. It's
Is this something
mostly in
people-
America.
Is this something people occupy their thoughts with?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Does it not concern you?
I don't know. It's. I get. So.
And here I thought we ended on a good one. TechDweeb's annoyed with you real quick.
I'm just confused why it matters. I'm still going to eat the hot dog whether or not it's a sandwich. Still going to, yeah. I guess since he's asking for my judgment, I will say yes. I'm picturing if I had a hot dog bun and I put like peanut butter and jelly in it, something that's obviously sandwich stuff in that bun, it would still be a sandwich. So yes, I'm going to say a hot dog would be a sandwich. Or if you took a hot dog wiener and you sliced it up and you put it on some bread, that would also be a sandwich. I
That
feel
would be a
like
hot dog sandwich. That would be the perfect combination.
hot dog
I used to do those
sandwich.
all the time, actually. Yes, yeah. And that it needs to be sliced bread. Like a hot dog is a hot dog because of the roll. It's a unique roll that was designed for the hot dog.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know why I suddenly became Italian.
Well, when I was a kid, I used to do the bread fold very often because hot dog buns are expensive compared to bread. So like, we always had bread and the hot dog buns were more of a treat. And when we had them, I would eat them all super quick and they'd be gone. So like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's the end of the...
TechDweeb has the answers to the secrets of the universe.
What a great composition. Whoever made that is a genius.
Jeez, wow. I didn't realize I was visiting Hollywood here. Wow.
The creativity just never ends.
Yeah. I can't imagine the size of the effects team you must have hired to pull that one off.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a room full of minions.
Yeah.
All right, TechDweeb. That has been wonderful. It's always good talking to you. And I'm sure everyone has absolutely enjoyed hearing you talk about stuff and things. Any last words?
Well, if we're playing D&D, then I'm gonna have to send you some information. You can get your character ready, and you got some rules to learn, my friend. But it's gonna be a labor of love. You're gonna love it.
Okay, cool. I'm keen. I'm there.
I mean, you mentioned D&D, so that's all I can think about now. So yeah, you got me excited.
TechDweeb just heard somebody wants to play TechDweeb at the D&D with him, and he's off on a tangent.
It's like when you meet someone in real life who's into retro games. You're like, "What? You're my new best friend. Let's talk all about this." Just
I love you.
Yeah, if someone's gonna tolerate me explaining how to roll dice and add the modifier to their character sheet, then I'm gonna jump on that.
Okay, cool. All right, TechDweeb. Bye-bye.
Thanks for having me. Bye bye.